Alright, hello stampers. Let's see how fast I can get through this. So my latest craze is these tags. They're just these inexpensive manila tags that everybody seems to be using, and yes, you could die cut your own, but I'm into fast and easy, so I buy them in bulk. But anyway, these aren't totally finished, but this is my new craze. Like, I'll have ribbon around here and that kind of thing, but I can give these as a gift. I can put pictures of my grandkids in here or whatever, but they're little mini tag photo albums, and I like to use a lot of texture and things on them. As you can see, I don't have any photos in here yet, but they are just so fun to make. This little dido, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to do with super busy paper, and I thought I wanted something fluffy like a excuse me, like a bush or a flower, so I just made this thing and just took some ribbon and looped it around and tied it with some twine just to give it some texture. I thought that was kind of different. So anyway, I decorate both sides of them. New thing that I love too are the little hangers. I made this. I just got the little hanger embellishment and then put some ribbon over it and cut it and glued it down. And then I have a cute little embellishment. Then of course over here, this one's got, you know, the buttons and this one is kind of plain, not really sure. This was, I don't know if you can tell in the camera or not, but this was just a plain sticker that said smile. It was flat, like this one, flat. It wasn't shiny. I took Crystal Effects and put it all over it so it would make that word shiny, but I wanted it to kind of coordinate with the next tag that's up, and I love this little tag. You know, my thing is less is more. I don't like to go overboard, but here's a nice place for a photo. Somebody could put a little journaling card on here. But this ribbon, it's been crushed, but this little ribbon is from Close to My Heart. It's a retired ribbon set. Love it. This is a little veneer wood. Really popular right now are these little wood pieces. This one happens to be from Prima, but they're great because they come in this cute little box, but you can take an alcohol marker, well, you can take ink or anything. I use alcohol markers on them and color them any color that you want, and they make cute little embellishments. Won't bother to put it up. I've got to be one of the world's sloppiest crafters. Okay, this may make you dizzy, but I'll show you. This is literally how I do it, because all I know is I'm going to show you how to make a tag photo album. Don't have a clue what I'm going to put on it. I think most people get prepared and put all their embellishments out, but I don't know how I'm going to feel at the moment. So this is what it looks like when I start. I've thrown out here all the things that I think would match in the color scheme that I'm going to work with. But like I said, I don't know how I'm going to feel for any particular tag. I have little bowls of stuff in my craft room. I have lots of little glass bowls up on shelves and things. So I've got some little chipboard die cuts that might come in handy. A little bowl of some flower embellishments. And here's some more chipboard things. And so I'll pull out the things that I think are going to go. Like, there's all kinds of, like, I know these colors aren't really going to go, but there's probably something in there that I would use. And I think I wanted to show you how to do one particular embellishment. I'll pull that on the top. I want to show you how to do something with that later. So this is how I start. I pull out all the things in the colors I like, and then I just figure out what I'm feeling at the moment. So I decided I was going to do this video based on some of my favorite papers, or from my mind's eye. The bulk of these papers that I'm going to use here in a minute are from the Sweetest Thing collection. A couple of them I pulled from their Indie Chic collection as well. So anyway, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on these. This is what I'm going to show you how to make a cute little embellishment out of just a plain old green punched out piece of paper, if we have time. This was just a punch out of a butterfly, and I just took the stickles around it to give it a little bit of sparkle. So again, this one's not quite finished, and I haven't done the back page yet and that kind of thing, but they're so fun to make. And for those of you who are new to scrapbooking, this would be like a really great way to get your feet wet, because you get a sense of accomplishment a lot sooner. It's not as overwhelming as a big 12 by 12 scrapbook. So this one I did this morning. Like I say, need to finish it. This one I started puttering with yesterday. I just loved the colors in it. Again, these are just the tags, and while I could punch out my own, like I say, I like to buy them more veneers. I just embossed on that. I like to put little ribbon on where I can. So this one's not completely finished either. I like to put twine and things on, just stuff for texture. This is just a simple, this is from that bowl that I showed you a while ago. I saw this in there and went, oh, and so I stamped adorable. Didn't fit, so I decided to act like I did that on purpose. Throw on some little silver doodads. I'm very technical, as you can see. Some silver doodads and you're good to go. So I'm really into making some of my own embellishments as well. So let's get started. I'm obviously not going to show you how to make the entire thing. We would be here for hours as I piddle around and trying to figure out what I want to do. But what I did do one thing in preparation. I went ahead and cut cardstock out of the sets that I told you that I was going to use. Sweetest Thing and Chic. Both by My Mind's Eye. So I've got these all cut, so I have a bunch to choose from, and remember they're like that one, in my opinion, wouldn't be that great to use, so I probably only use that size, but some of them, 2 sides. So I always cut out a number of them so that whatever I'm feeling at the moment for that particular, so I'm going to show you how to make the front and back of one, and then when I finish my video, I'm probably going to keep making it and finish it. So, I just bought a little thing of 1 inch. I put them together with just these little 1 inch Class B ring things. Obviously, if you use a lot of thick embellishments, then you go up to a 1.5 or a 2 inch loose leaf ring to hold them together. And I do have some bigger ones as well. So, going to take my card, and I just use, and to me it works great, I use the just a big old glue stick for this because I'm not doing anything. It holds together really well. I put the glue on the whole thing. Just no point in having, you don't have to be neat and tidy about it. You just plop the glue on. I really like this paper, so I'm going to start with this one. The one thing that I like about the glue stick too is it gives me time to move it around to make sure that all my edges are covered. Once I see that I have covered everything, oops, slide that up a little bit. Press it down really good. Alright, now I've covered up the hole, as you can see. So, my friends and my husband laugh at me. I call it bamming. I love to bam. There are quieter ways to do what I'm about to do, but I love to bam stuff. Shoot, where's my big one? So all I do is, before I cover the other side, I take my little bammer and bam it. Of course, since I did it now, it didn't go all the way through, but it usually does. So there, I have my hole. It kind of pushes the paper out, so my personal preference is to go ahead and then I re-bam it on the other side to kind of push that back in. Then I just take my paper snips and I cut it to match that. And voila! So there's my first side. I'm going to go ahead and figure out the paper I want on the back side so I have it all covered and it can be drying while I work on the front. I think that I'm going to go with this for the back side. Of course, that would look really cute if it were together. No. I'll use that for a different thing. I'm going to use this for the back side because when this is the front, no one's going to see that as a coordinating piece. It's going to coordinate with the other tag. So, do the whole thing, glue it back up. Like I say, this is great for beginners because it's really hard to mess it up. Put it down and look, it's not straight, but I have time to fix it because I used my glue stick. So I fixed it, press it down. Then of course I need to bam the other side so that I get that hole going through there. So I turn it over, love my bammer, bam it through. Oh, and now you can see where I'm off a little bit there, but I'll fix it. Perfectionist I am not, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to trim the corners. Now I have my tag. I usually, so I'm going to use this one for the front, for the very front, and I like to find usually something a little larger that'll go with it on the front. And now this would be the downside of not knowing. Let's see what I'm going to do because you guys have to wait on me to sit here and pull it out. I decided, do you think this will go? Let's see. Yes. Alright, I'm going to do that. I totally love things that are cockeyed. That's probably too cockeyed, but it was self-sticking. Love these. Again, these are from the Sweetest Thing collection as well. They're chipboard doohickeys, chipboard embellishments. So I've got that. Now I do not have the right kind of eyelets. I probably should actually be using a grommet, but I didn't feel like getting ready and going to the store today. So I'm using these because you'll see that the backside when I bam it isn't going to be as cute as this. So I mean, you can get away with it. People probably won't notice. You will because I just told you. But, and yes, I do own the Crocodile and the Big Bite. I just love to bam. And this is not going to look good and pretty because, like I say, I'm not using the right thing. But it works for what I want to do. So, I'm going to leave that for a minute. All this stuff spread out. And I know there's some more cute stuff. Ooh, I want to use one of these little hearts. How cute is that? From Miss Caroline from My Mind's Eye. They have the cutest embellishments. So I'm going to stick this on here somehow. I just don't know how yet. And so this is typically how I do it. I'm like, I know I want to use it. I'm going to push that aside. And when I come back to it, then I'll figure out what I want to do. Oh, it might look kind of cute. Oh, can't see that. Digging in one of my bowls. You can kind of see that. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to stick it on there. It's kind of cute. Of course, after this is done, if I add stuff to it, then I'll put it back on my blog so you can see what my final thing was. I love glossy accents. I have every glue on the market, every glue stick, every tape runner, every kind of glue they make, and this is my favorite. It holds anything, and it's what I use to turn things glossy. Multi-purpose tool. Love it. So I'm going to stick that up there. This still needs something. It needs some ribbon or something, but I'm not sure what yet, so I'm going to ignore it and leave that for a minute. Now what I did just do, because what I normally do I would put all of the paper on. Let's say I was going to have 5 or 6 of these. I would put all of the papers on first, and then I could go and embellish them, because as I do this side, I don't want to turn it over and then start bamming around and beating on this until that glue has dried. So I'm going to go ahead and cover one more tag, and I'm going to want it to coordinate with this, because when it opens, it's going to be, you know, this will be the associated tag with it. Oopsie, sorry. This one kind of goes, but I'm not really sure. Ooh, how about this one? I like that. Color schemes go, but the, you know what? I'm going to do the back of that. So the back of this is that. Clearly it goes. It's on the back. I'll use this. We can do something cool with that, I'm pretty sure. Move the other stuff. So see, you don't have to have everything planned out. You can, but I'm a, what am I feeling at the moment? And sometimes it takes me a long time because I don't know what I want to do, or I can't figure out what goes together. So I'm not as good and as fast as some of the pros that you see online. But I bet you I have just as much fun. Okay. That works. Totally cute. And I cut these, I guess I should have told you that. These papers are cut at 6 1/4 by 3 1/8. And that's the size that'll fit your standard manila tags. Obviously, measure your tag if you don't get that standard size that's in all of the craft stores. And sometimes I'll scoot it on my cutter just a little bit, because I'd rather have a little extra edge to trim off than to not have enough. So you can see that I've got a little extra right there, and I'll worry about that once it's all put together. And my favorite bamming. I know that's loud. Before this house that we're in, we've been in this house about 5 years, and my husband had Closets by Design come out and build me this craft thing. Of course, you can't see it all right now, but a lot of people have asked me, so I'll probably do a video. It's not a huge space, and I think we need to move so I can get a bigger space, but it works. But before then, at the house that we were in before, my craft area wasn't very far from our bedroom, and I would bam. I was like new into bamming. I bammed on everything. And my husband's like, really? It'd be like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just bamming away, having a good old time. And that didn't last very long. I'm going to go ahead and cover the back of this one. Then I promise to show you a couple things. So this would be the part why people like Jennifer McGuire and Christina Werner have theirs already done, so that they don't have to ramble and talk. But oh well. Plus the fact that I don't even know how to edit my videos, so you guys are going to get it however it comes out. Now on that darker one, I like to finish the edges. On one of the ones that I showed you earlier at the beginning of the video, I used some distress ink and did the edges, and I'll do the same thing with this when I'm finished. I don't like to see a bunch of white edges. Now I can see that that's a little taller, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that down with my scissors. There we go. One more bam. I don't know about you. I want you guys to comment on my blog when I get this posted or on this video and tell me if you love to bam as much as I do. I'm telling you, I love it. It's so fun. This, normally I would not trim down, but while talking, I did not do a good job with getting that tag. So that's going to be a smidge shorter than the rest, but I'll put some cute ribbon or something on it so you won't even notice, I hope. Alright, so this is the direction that the tags are going to go. Okay, I'll worry about my grommet, my little thingamadoohickey later. I won't make you listen to me bam anymore. So Like I say, I look for embellishments that are pre-made, and then I also love to make my own. Maybe I'll do that with this. I could make something cute with that. I have this stamp set out because it fits somewhere in this mess. I have it. There it is. It's from the Stamps of Life by Stephanie Bernard. These fit on great on labels. I have her coffee cup stamp set, and this fits on the label of the coffee cup. Great set. Love it. You can't tell, but I have the Friends one out already. So I'm going to... I should probably do a color, but I'm just going to use black for the sake of time. Okay, I have like 5 black ink pads. Oh, it's way over here. Okay. So this would be a way to easily make your own... Ooh, over inked that. To make your own embellishments. This is just a piece of pink cardstock I used to punched it out. It was in my bowl of things to go back to. Punch, let's see, stamp Friends on here. Yeah. Beautiful thing about paper, it's two-sided. If you over ink them, take the time to clean it off. I didn't a while ago, and now I have to flip my paper over. Okay, hopefully that. I'm gonna test it. It's like there's something on there. Okay, we're going for it anyway. If it's not perfect, I can live with it for now. Okay, good enough. A little crooked, but good enough. I'm going to take, this is what I did earlier. I showed you, I said I would show you how to make it plain old piece of paper, stamped it. Probably would have looked really cute if I had used a cute, like a dark raspberry colored ink or something. But this will cuten it right up. Take stickles. Love these things. I love them when it comes out. Really? Seriously? There we go. And I'm just going to go follow the outline of the punch. And you can see I kind of messed up a little there. It's not the end of the world. Go back, fill it in. It's art. That's what I always say. It would be helpful if I wasn't doing this light color on white behind it. I could see a little better. Okay. Oh, did you see what I did? Oh, gee, mini Christmas. I just ran that under paper. Okay, this one is not going to be that great because I'm being careless while I talk. But you'll get the gist. And you'll see how it took something plain and simple. And you put this on, you can do it on your card, you can do it on your scrapbook pages, and then it looks like you've got like a expensive embellishment. There we go. Now it's wet and I just stuck my thumb in it. Normally I would use a little pokey thing and hold it in place so that I wouldn't mess it up. But you get the gist of it. So when that dries, then I will put it onto the card. So I'm going to set that aside for now. And haven't put any ribbon or any texture or anything on it. So I am into twine right now. And that doesn't really match. And I'm into matching, either darker or matching. Ugh, not good. Alright. Maybe we're just going to use some seam binding. Let's see here. Sure, let's do this. What I'm not good at is, some people are so good at just picking opposite colors and colors that really look good when you mix them, and I'm honestly, I'm not good